Hello, everybody. Welcome. I think I'm in the right place. I have comments up. Hello. Hi, Susan. Hello. I'm starting a few minutes early, you guys. Well, I'm starting like late but early, right? So I put a post up that said, oh, I'm going to be live in 10 minutes. I'll be live at 11. And then all of a sudden I realized I had an appointment. And so I thought the appointment was at like 12:30. I just got my times mixed up. So I said, oh, I'll be live at 1. So it's almost 1. So I'm going to go, hey, Amy, on a little early here because I have had a crazy morning, you guys. My uncle was here from out of town and he stayed with us for a couple nights, and I grew up with him. He's not as close in my age, but he's like, I don't know. He's more like, he is my uncle, but he's like, was more like a cousin or something. Like we just grew up a little bit closer in age. And I haven't seen him in several years. So, hey, Kathy. So he was here over the weekend, and then I dove right in Monday morning, and I had a couple meetings this morning that I wasn't expecting. And then I have another meeting at like 3. And so it's like this Monday is a little crazy. So I thought I would get started a few minutes early here so that I can go and when I get done, I can eat before the next thing happens. So I don't know. Are you guys a lover of Mondays or not so much? Like, do you love Mondays or hate Mondays? Normally it doesn't feel like a Monday. Like it doesn't really bother me, but today has been crazy. So hello, welcome guys. Come on in. We're going to make something really fun. I can't wait to share this with you. I'll tell you all about it when we get to it, but I'm real excited about it. I wanted to tell you guys today is the very last day to sign up for the mini retreat box. And I want to show you guys one more time what's in the box and what you get to make. And then I will have a PDF for you, and I will have all the links directly. I'll have all the links for you guys when we're done with the live, and then I'll have the PDF for you later this evening. But in your mini retreat box, you're going to get lots of fun stuff. You're going to get the In the Wild designer paper. You get a quarter pack of this, and there are 4 cards that coordinate with this. So you will be making 4 projects with this. They're super cute cards, and it's really fun product. You'll be able to, you don't have to have the stamp set or the dies. The cards that we're making, if you don't have the specific stamp set, you can swap anything out that you have. So you get that coordinates with 4 card projects. You have some in color designer paper, and these are the cards we're going to make with the in color paper. I really love these. You'll be able to choose any color that you want. I just chose these 3 colors because I like them. But if you want to do different colors, you could. There's 5 different end colors to choose from. Then you will have a quarter pack of the In Symmetry designer paper, and you're going to be making 3 different cards with this. So there's these, which I love. This is one of my favorite sets of paper to use. And I've loved this paper. This last month, I feel like I've used it a ton. Then the exciting paper that you get is the host paper. And this host paper is really, really gorgeous. It's a lot of fun. You're going to get a couple sheets of each of the designs, and you're going to be able to make lots of projects. There's the colorful side, and then there's the black and white side. You guys have seen me use this a ton because it's so pretty and just really, really versatile. So you'll get some of this paper, and then there are 2 card projects that coordinate with this paper. And then you're going to get 2 scalloped dotted boxes, and we have some projects planned for that. And then you will have a set of rhinestones. I'm not sure if it's going to be the in color rhinestones or if it will be something different, but you'll have a set of jewel type rhinestones, and then you get 3 rolls of ribbon to go with that. And then there is exclusive videos for all of your projects. There is a couple giveaways that I will be doing for this. And then there's an exclusive PDF with all of the measurements. And the box is $40. When you sign up, again, today's the last day. So I just sent an email out that had like final signups. When you sign up, there's an option to add product if you want. You don't have to. Just the box is $40, and that includes shipping. So if you want to sign up, I don't want you to miss out on this. Invoices are going out for this later tonight. So that will be fun, and all of your items fit in your box, and you'll get a box from me of some fun product, and you'll have those exclusive videos, and it will be really fun to put the projects together. Hey, Daisy. So again, I'll have the links to everything after the live here. I didn't have a chance to link everything. So today we are going to use this designer paper. Now this is Christmas designer paper, and you guys are going to love this. I have later this week, you're going to see some projects with this paper that you're going to love. I have 2 stacks of it here, and I love it. And if you were part of my paper party, then you're going to recognize one of the cards we're going to make, but I have a second card that I'm going to make with this that is in the same theme. So today I wanted to make some 4th of July type of cards, and you guessed it, we're going to use this Christmas paper to do so because it has some great designs. It has this like crumb cake colored design, which is not overly Christmas. I've actually used this in a couple other projects. It's not overly Christmas. And then we have this design here, and then we have the red and white stripes. We'll be using this design. But this design here isn't overly Christmas either. You could use this for summer. We have this design here, which obviously has the holly, so it is more Christmas themed. And then this back piece, again, has the holly, so you might not want to use that on other projects other than Christmas. Then we have this design, which is like the design. Now, this has holly on it. However, I don't think it's terribly noticeable right away that it's holly leaves. You could totally get away with using this design for something other than Christmas. And we'll be using this design as well today. And then on the back is the green stripes, which would be great for summer. Now this is the crumb cake piece, and it could be, you could see this and think like, oh, snowflakes, but also not. It could just be stars. This would be a great one to use. And then on the back here, this is definitely more Christmas. We have this design here, which is beautiful with the blue. I love this color combo. The soft succulent and the blue, and then this evergreen. It's just gorgeous. So, and this is very Christmassy. Not so much this side, but very much this side. So you can see that you could do lots with this. This is really beautiful paper. And then the other product that we're going to use is going to be mini messaging or mini happenings or mini messages. Either one. They coordinate with this die. And so when you cut everything out, this is smaller than the actual. So you can see, just line it up and cut it out. These are great. What I like to do is just stamp a bunch and cut a bunch out right away. I do in white, and then I also do a set in black. Those are my most used sentiment types. Hello, Carol. So glad you are here with us. They're my most used, but you could do these in any colors. You can also just cut these shapes out, a bunch of these shapes out with designer paper or cardstock and use them. Hey, Helen. And I did that in the paper party and showed that. And one of these cards I made in the paper party, but I just thought it was so awesome and so brilliant. I had to share it with you guys here. So I'm actually going to make 2 cards, And I have all of my stuff because we have lots of different pieces and lots of different things that we need to do. So let's organize all of this. Okay, so this is one card. And then I have another card, and you guys are going to totally laugh, but I forgot how I want to design this second card. I'm going to have to wing it. Okay, so for the very first card, this one's going to be the one that I made in the paper party that was really fun. And you could do this with any designer paper. You just need red, white, and blue paper, right? And then I'm going to use one of these sets here, this crumb cake. And so what we're going to do is put this together, and then the second card we're going to make, we're going to have the same kinds of colors, but we're going to do something with stars. So what I have here is the design. So I have this design here. It's the one with the green on the back. And then what I did is I pulled in these two sheets, this plaid sheet, and then this sheet. This is from the Basic Color Family Designer Papers, and this is in a Night of Navy. And then I have this piece here. And so we have some stripes. We're going to use some of the red and white stripes, and then this. The red stripes are right here. I'm sort of freaking out a little bit that I do not remember how to make this second card. Okay, so I have a card base. It's a a basic white piece of cardstock. I've cut it at 5 1/2, and then I folded it at 4 1/4. And then the next piece I have is a piece of the designer paper. This is cut at 4 by 5 1/4 because it's going to be a nice border. And then I took another 1/4 inch off this white piece. Okay, so the next piece is 3 3/4 by 5. So you're just taking a 1/4 inch off all of those layers. Okay. So we're going to layer together the first two pieces. And I'm going to try to get that right in the middle, and I don't think I did. Shoot. Can I get it up? Yeah. Let's try that again. Okay. Right there. Hey, Linda. Nice to see you. So glad you're here. Okay, so we have this piece. So Linda, I was saying that I made this card in my paper party. You were there, so you've seen the card. But the second card I'm going to make, I didn't make in the paper party, and it's the same theme. It's like 4th of July themed cards. So those of you that were at the paper party, just hang in there because I know that you've already seen this design. Okay, so I have a 2-inch square here. Okay, I'm going to lay this out on here to show you before we start attaching anything. Hey, Gail. So here's a 2-inch by 2-inch square, and it's going to go up here. Okay. And then I cut out a white star, and this we can go ahead and put down. I'm going to need a dimensional. So here's just my white star, stitched star, and it's going to go right in the middle there. Okay. So the next thing I have is I have some pieces that are going to go like this. So I think I'm missing a striped piece. So we have our striped. Now in my paper party, I actually had cut these slightly smaller. And so there was a little bit more of a gap. But I'm feeling like this should be a striped piece. Oh no, maybe. Oh, I know what I did for this one. Because I cut these a little bit bigger, what I did is I just added this piece. So it's a little bit different than the one I did in the paper party. So this is how we're gonna lay it out. So the first thing we're gonna do is just attach our square. Now we're gonna attach all of this flat because we're gonna pop up the whole panel. So let's put our square in. Like so. And then I'm going to start here at the bottom because I just want to get my spacing right. And you could use any red, white, and blue paper. It doesn't have to be this paper, but I wanted to show you how you can use, like this is Christmas paper, but look at how amazing it is for this project. I just thought it was so cute. And this totally inspired me to make another card with a 4th of July theme with this paper. So we have that. And then I'm going to start here at the top. I just want to make sure the spacing, I get the spacing correct. So, and I'm going to bring this a little closer to me. Again, because I just really want to get this spacing right. And then we'll do this one next, and then we'll do the little strip. And then I'll show you the one that we made at the paper party because it is slightly different. And then for this little guy, when I use my tape runner like that on such a little piece, I just fold in the adhesive. So that way it's not hanging off. See how it's like hanging off the edge? Just bring it in and fold it. Okay, and then we'll add this piece here just to fill that gap. So these are, let me give you a measurement. The measurements will be on the PDF, but just in case you're only catching the video, I don't know where my ruler is. Right there. These are 2 3/4 by 3/4 of an inch. And then these are just the same as the white, and then 3/4 of an inch. Okay, so we have that. So now let's pop this whole piece up. I am trying out some different types of fun foam adhesive, and I will let you guys know how these work. I really love these sheets that I got here that are double-sided, and then they're a smaller size. However, they're not really cost-effective. I sort of paid through the nose for these. It was an accident. I thought that they were 9 by 12. And I got them and they're this size. Hey, Mary. And I don't think that they're cost effective. I think they're really expensive for what they are. So I've gone on the hunt for a cheaper set, and I will let you know they are very strong adhesive. So we have this card here. Now let me show you how the other card turned out from the paper party. Oh, we're not quite done yet. So now we need a sentiment. And I'm going to use this sentiment here. It says, thank you ever so much. This would be a great card to give to somebody who has served. That would be a really nice use for this card. Or you could just use it as a plain thank you card that you give out in, July. That has a July themed. So this is just from Mini Messages. And we're going to pop the sentiment up. Like so. Okay. And then what I want to do is grab some gold embellishments. Now I gotta look through my basket to find some. Here's some of these. Let me grab my X-Acto knife. And we'll put some gold bling on it, because what is one of my cards without gold bling? Or bling in general, you know me. I love the rhinestones and the embellishments. Okay, so here's this one that we just did. And then here's the one I did at the paper party. So at the paper party, my strips were a little smaller. And so in the gaps, I just added some red faux stitching with a marker. And then for the sentiment on this one, I put be brave, be strong, be brave, you've got this. So I love the way these both came out. I think they're really beautiful, and I just love that we were able to use Christmas paper to make a 4th of July card. So now let's make one that I did not make at the paper party, and this one I cannot remember how I wanted to make it. So this is going to be really interesting. Okay, so I have another piece of that designer paper. You could use either side, right? Oh my gosh, Laura, that's great. She said, I got your X-Acto knife as part of my birthday yesterday. It's awesome. And she's talking about this X-Acto knife here. I was watching a video, you guys. It was like from, I don't know, years ago. It was like a craft card video from like 2011 or something, or 2012. And the gal was using a black X-Acto knife, and it had the Stampin' Up logo on it. And I was like, what? Stampin' Up had an X-Acto knife? I want that one. But I love this one. This one's a good one. So you can use any side. So let's see here. I'm going to go ahead. I'm nervous to do this because I don't remember what I wanted to do. That's the thing. When I prep in advance, it can be a problem. So this, I think this is how this is going to go. Okay. And then I have all these pieces. So goodness knows what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, did I want the stripes on it? I don't know. I'm not sure what I wanted. I'm not sure what I was going for. Because they're not, look, they're too big to go this way. Unless I just wanted them to go across. Like maybe I just wanted them to go across. I mean, would I really just want to do this? I've never done a card like this. Hey, Kathy. Oh, Carol said I have the SU one, but never liked it. So maybe that's good. Maybe it was just good that I don't have that one. So I can't imagine that I wouldn't wanted to do anything different, but this feels weird. This will be like a challenge. Like these are the pieces I have. Now let's make a card. So the other pieces I have are these stars. So I took our star dies, our stitched stars, and I cut out red stars, a blue star, and then this is a glitter star. So I just am unsure of why I have these strips. Maybe I didn't want to use these. Like maybe they were for something else. I know what I wanted to do with these stars. Let's go with this. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do, this is just like a little fun creative challenge. Have a whole bunch of pieces that you don't know what you were gonna do with and make a card and see how it goes. Okay. So I'm just gonna put some down here. So this is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. That is what this piece is. And then we have a card base. Oh, Carol said, Okay, take it back, as mine does not have the SU logo on it. So now let's line this up top. And we'll press this down to the edge. And that's pretty good. I did that pretty well there. Okay. And then what we're gonna do is take our little tiny baby trimmer. A little tiny baby trimmer. And we're just gonna, at the very bottom, we're gonna cut off the end so that there's no white showing. It was just a tiny sliver that we took off. Hey mom, my mom just popped on here. Okay, so next we have this piece here. Okay, and then we need to figure out a sentiment. And I'm thinking, I want to stamp right on here. So my idea is to do these strips, okay? So we'll do the strips since we had them, and I don't know why we had them. And they only fit this way. I mean, they had to have been going this direction because that's the only direction they fit. Okay, and I think I'm gonna do 3. I don't think I'm gonna do 5, okay? And then we have these stars, and I'm thinking we'll layer them on here, but I need a place for my sentiment. So layering the stars is gonna be easy. They're gonna be on dimensionals. We're gonna sprinkle them all over the place. It'll be wonderful. It'll be the best thing we ever did. But now where will the sentiment go? I'm thinking of putting the sentiment somewhere here. So we'll take these off. We're gonna leave this on the card because I wanna get the spacing right. But if I mess up stamping, I wanna be able to redo it. So I'm not gonna glue these down. So let's find a stamp set with a good sentiment. So let's see. I have this stamp set, or we have this stamp set, or I have all my old sentiments. So let's go through both of these and see what we can do. Oh, you know what? Let's use this one. I see one. This one would be good too. Sending healing thoughts your way. If you know somebody, who has lost somebody in a situation like that, this could be a good card for that. So we're gonna use real red. And we're gonna stamp our sentiment first. I'm gonna do 2 things. We're going to grab a mini circle. I don't think it'll fit actually. I don't know that will fit. Will it fit on one of these? No, I don't think so. And will it fit on here? Let's just stamp. Let's just do a bunch of stamping. You can always use these for other things. So don't be afraid to stamp on something. I mean, I have a whole bunch right here that I was trying to do something. See, look. I was trying to do something and I had stamped these, but they just didn't work on my project. So I just set them aside and I'll use it on something else. So don't be afraid to stamp and then just set it aside if it doesn't work. Ooh, if I could stamp straighter, this could work. See? We're just having fun crafting together. There's no need to rush, right? Let me see if I can stamp this straighter. It's kind of crooked on the... So I always look right here at how the stamp is on here. And what I notice is it's on here crooked. So there's more space here than there is here. So I can't line up my stamp based on the bottom of this because it's actually on the rubber a little tiny bit crooked. So hopefully that makes sense. So now what I know is because of that, instead of lining the bottom part up with my paper, what I'm going to do, and hopefully this will help it to be straighter, is I'm going to twist it a little bit. So let's see if that makes a difference. Gail says she still uses, so that made a huge difference, see? So Gail says she uses her Stampin' Majig, which is great to use. You can also use your Stamparatus. This is a little bit better, but I still feel like it's pretty crooked. And then here's this one on the circle. So we're going to see which one we decide. So let's go ahead and attach this white piece. And we're just going to do this in the middle. Am I on camera? Yeah, you guys are on camera. Okay. So we're just going to do this in the middle. Press that down. And then let's grab our liquid glue because it's going to be easier than doing the tape runner. And we're going to try to get these lined up. And we're going to do 3 of them. Because I have no idea what I was going to do with these. But I cut them and they're really super tiny. So I must have wanted to do something with them. So now I'm going to use my grid mat. So it's going to be great with the liquid glue because it's going to slide around for a minute. And then I'm just using my grid mat to do the first one. And then we'll just keep going. The only thing about this particular glue is it's very, very sticky. Once you get it on your hands, it's like a nightmare. They're so sticky. Okay, perfect. So I'm just doing them, I'm not spacing them out too much. Just a sliver. There we go. Okay, now, I might have done that too low. What I was thinking is that I might put the sentiment down here like this. And then my stars, I would do up here. So this card is gonna have a lot of white space, which you guys know I love white space on my cards. I feel like I don't want to add I want only 3 stars is what I'm feeling like. Okay, so let's add the dimension. We're going to pop these up. So we need dimensionals. And this glitter paper is our old, does anybody remember our old dazzling diamonds or diamond dazzle or something like that? And we had this like white glitter paper. That's what this glitter paper is. But you could also use silver. Silver would be really pretty. Or gold. You could do gold too. I just wanted like the white glitter. And then I think that I will add this blue one. And then, but I feel like they all need to be popped up. I feel like it's not fair if one is popped up and the others aren't. It will feel left out. Okay, like that. And then this red one. Can I get a dimensional on here? Or maybe the red one could be not. Let's make the red one not popped up. Even if it feels bad, it'll be fine. It's on a beautiful card, right? So it'll recover. Okay. And then on this piece, let's pop this piece up. And is that too big? Nope, that's perfect. So I think if I was to redo this card, I would do it on a Night of Navy card base, and I would make all these layers like a little quarter-inch shorter, so that then there was the Night of Navy, or maybe even like the real red. So there's that, and then let's add gold to it too, to this one. So I think I'll do something different. I'm going to make this card really different than my normal. I'm going to go outside of my comfort zone. Like so. So this has a lot of white space. And we could put a star down here. Do you guys think it needs another star on the bottom there? The other thing that we could do is we could add a rhinestone to the middle of the stars. I feel like I need a wink of Stella. I need a little bit of the wink. Somebody called it that. Who called it that on a live? One of you guys did. The wink. We need a little bit of the wink. Just glitter these stars up. This would also be really nice. These would be really nice to take like to your fire department. We have a really tiny like fire department here in our town. And it would be nice to like take them a card like you make a difference every day. That would be a really, I think it does need this star, you guys. I think it does. It would be a really nice like gesture to do that. I want to pop it up, but I think a big dimensional is too much. No, maybe it's not. Maybe it's just perfect. Oh yeah, it totally works. Maybe that would be something fun for us to do next Sunday on the 4th, is maybe take a card up to the fire, have the kids take a card up to the fire department. Okay, so this turned out pretty good for not remembering exactly what I was going to do. I'm sort of impressed. So these are the cards we made, these 4th of July themed cards. If you had a stamp that said Happy 4th of July, you could definitely do that as the sentiment. My favorite one is probably this one, Be Brave, Be Strong, You've Got This. That's probably my favorite. I feel like it looks really good on this card. But I really love the way this one came out too. And the You Make a Difference Every Day, I think is a really great sentiment for this kind of card. So I love the way they turned out. I want to know which is your favorite. Do you like the flag or do you like the stars? And I just have to say, I love our country. You know, I'm so thankful. Even with all of the the amount of crazy things that are happening, I still am so proud to be an American and to live here and to be getting ready to celebrate the 4th of July. I often get very, very emotional. And growing up, we did not live in an overly patriotic home. You know, my mom was patriotic, but I mean, not overly. And then Esau served in the Marines, and so obviously has a strong love for this country. And I just am so thankful, and I loved making these cards. And I will have a PDF that will have all the measurements and stuff if you want to case these. So Mary said, I like them all, but the star card is my favorite, which is so funny, Mary, since I just like winged it. I don't know what I was going to do. I wonder if the other card I had planned would have been better. I don't know, but I do love this one because of all the white space. I'm a white space kind of girl when it comes to card making. I don't tend to love all of the layers of everything, so this is right up my alley. Maybe the only thing that I would have done different with this one is to emboss the back, this white piece. Like, it would have been cute to emboss it in little dots. Helen said, me too. Both are so cute. Laura said, I am too. Patriotic stuff always makes me tear up. It does me too. I cry every time, you guys. Every time. Every time the national anthem is played at an event, I cry. Last week we got a flag for our house, and we put up a flag now that the house is painted, and the house is painted in basic gray, and then my doors are red. And so they have that pop of red. And so we got a flag to hang up. And then we also put flags all down our road. There's a little like road that there's a couple houses, and then you kind of turn and go down another road. And we put American flags on the fence pole all down our road. So when you drive down the road, you have all the flags, and it's really, really amazing. Yeah, it would have added the texture too. Yeah, you're right, Helen. And then Kathy said 4th of July is our 40th anniversary. Happy anniversary, 40 years. That's amazing. Daisy said the last card would be great in a project life layout. Yes, it would. So if you wanted to do memory keeping, you could do that as well. You could do this as a whole layout, actually. This whole thing right here you could make and put onto a layout. Let's see. Laura said, my quilt club gives quilts to veterans on Veterans Day. The presentation ceremony is so wonderful. Not a dry eye in the house. Oh, I love that. I fly my flag every day. I love it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed these cards. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Don't forget, today is the last day to sign up for the mini retreat. Invoices will be going out this evening if you've not already paid. They will be going out this evening, and then I will have a PDF for you with photos and measurements this evening, and all the links and supplies that I talked about will be linked in this. And if you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. You'll see this on Wednesday when I upload it, and everything that I talked about will be in the description box below or on my website, with the exception of the mini retreat box. On Wednesday, it will be you won't be able to purchase it because it will have been closed. The event will close. So thank you guys so much. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys all this week. I have tons of new projects for you. I have a new My Favorite card kit that is coming out on Thursday that you guys are going to love. I had so much fun creating it, and it turned out really good. And then our Blessed to Craft, I will be live tomorrow. That's the only thing I wanted to mention to you guys is tomorrow. Normally today would be our Blessed to Craft live, and I would just be doing our projects from this month. I pushed it to tomorrow, so it's going to be on the 29th. I will be live tomorrow to put together those projects and share those with you. I needed an extra day this month. Things just were a little wonky. So I'll be live again tomorrow. So we'll be chatting a lot this week. So you guys have a great day, and I will catch you tomorrow in my live.